Dungeons and Dragons.
And junk drawer. Hey, what's going on? Oh, look, we got another person in the square.
What's
Say
good?
Hi, hi. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons and Junk Drawer.
Ding.
Thank you.
Ding.
Ooh, look at that body roll. Or is that the donkey roll?
It's the donkey body roll.
I love it. Well, welcome back, everyone. It is episode 75. We again are without our lovely, lovely God of Thunder, Thor. And we are finishing the arc from last session.
Woo.
I am now an NPR host, and I'll be talking to you about all the things that are wrong in the world and what you can do about it. But, crap, what does he do next? Riley, what does he do next? She doesn't know either. Okay, well, I think we'll just jump to oh, what?
We're doing the story together.
The story?
I mean,
I think she wants to tell a story, but let's do. Hold on. We'll do shout outs. I'm just gonna. I think we all have a collective one at the end, but I'm just gonna do my normal one that I actually can't say right now. So
we'll say it for you.
Thank you. You know, on the count of three.
You gotta count us off.
Yep. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck you, Donovan.
Donovan, you little Donovan.
You're the worst stepbrother ever.
Thank you so much.
Why does your arm hurt?
All right. I'm gonna pass it. Oh, also, I'm not gonna be here this episode again. I'm not part of the story, and I got some stuff I gotta do. So I'm gonna pass it off to Dice Daddy, and you can you run the show. You know, live, laugh, love. Be your best you.
Oh wow.
it's gonna be me after you.
Wow, that's really nice of you. What up? Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons Drunk Drawer. Shout out, Sting. Hey, Roll20, thanks for being an awesome platform. I'm really unprepared. There's writing. You can tell I'm in a new location, but also a familiar location. I'm currently in my old room, and when we go to our end shout out, you'll probably figure out why. I have to deal with this. So
God.
Cute puppy.
so
It's like a little gargoyle and also like a meatball and also like a much bigger meatball.
we all get quiet.
Oh
Maybe
my
we can hear her breathe.
She's not breathing.
She'll
Oh God,
see.
check on her.
God, undead.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay, heard
You
it.
got one? You
I'd
got
like
a oink?
to cast detect good
Go
and
lay down,
evil.
please. Go lay down. Thank you.
Okay, I'm back for a second.
Welcome back.
You're
Thanks.
a little blurry.
I'm very blurry.
Other shout-outs include David Hemingway, Printable Heroes, Mythic Portal Games, the whole crew. I'm going to throw it back at Josh because I'm out of my element, figuratively and literally.
All right. Well, the idea of me is here, and that's about it. What are you throwing it back to me for?
So you can give it to someone else to shout out.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you were taking over.
That's what Pat does.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Do it like Pat.
I can never
You
be
like
Pat.
that.
I'll never be him.
Start doing push-ups and get really mad at gravity.
Fuck. Okay.
Was that a hump push?
Yeah. Yeah. It's very
like
soft
that.
and warm.
We have a guest.
This is a family show.
It's a massage table.
This is a Christian podcast.
Blessed be the Father. Word to the King. Anyway, let's pass it off. Let's give it to our guest, Nikki. Do you have any shout outs for today?
Yes. I do actually. I came prepared. A friend of mine, he is a very sweet friend. He is also a coder. He streams and he is just kind of starting out with his streaming. He is off and on building like working on builds for games and stuff. Eventually he wants to like work on his content on stream. So coding for his content. It's really cool. His name is No More Socks. So literally like NOMORESOCKS. Oh, I can spell. Here on Twitch. His name is Austin. He's wonderful and amazing. I'm also an artist, so if you're interested in my art, it's Nikki Artsicle on Instagram. And I stream as well, Nikki Hooray. So yeah, just that's it. Thank you. Back to you, Josh.
Cool. Well, thank you. And I'm just going to do a quick pass right back over to the nerd with the glasses. The other nerd with the glasses. The other nerd with the glasses. Carlos.
Hello. I was like, wait, am I the only one? And then I just saw Nikki. I was like, okay, cool. I'm not the only one. I am actually going to give a shout out. Well, I'm going to do my usual shout out to Random Encounter Productions. It's the other stream that that we play with. Because Justin, you've played with them a couple times as well, right? Like,
yes, I was actually going to say I'm going to be part of their new Call of Cthulhu stream coming in on Saturdays by the end of February.
We got to check that out. You can check them out at REPRPG on Twitch, YouTube, all social media platforms that they're in. I think they have some podcast ones too, but I don't know which ones they still have and which ones they don't. So I'm not going to name those out. Just check all of them out and just check out REPRPG or Random Encounter Productions RPG. The second shout out I'm going to give is to the amazing staff over at Orlando Sports Chiropractic. I did my first cupping session today. Justin got to see it. It looks like Drew took a billiard ball, put it in a sock, and just beat me the hell with it. But honestly, it feels amazing. And yeah, so got to give them a shout out because tonight I'll probably sleep like I have not slept in a while. So back to you, Josh.
Hell yeah. What kind of cupping? Was it the rubber suction or like fire cupping?
No, it was the rubber suction. They did 8 in total because it was all my like neck and or middle of my back shoulder blade area.
Oh, yeah.
They did scraping along the sides and then they cupped like neck down the center 2 rows. So Drew's cupping actually has already subsided. Mine looks literally like I got beat to shit back. So
Yeah.
Did you have to cough at all, or it was just regular procedure?
it was just regular procedure.
Okay, regular.
But she was very tender. She was amazing.
Ooh, warm hands.
Aww.
Actually, yeah.
That's always nice, right?
Shut the hell up.
Warm them up. It's cold out.
I realized that after. I was like, why is Nikki laughing?
Well, Nikki saw me do the full motion.
This is how much
I'm holding Tangelos. What are you guys talking about?
Right. I just find that hilarious.
I don't know what Google Tangelo while Mike does his shout out.
I'm afraid to hear that. Go, Mike.
What, a Tangelo?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like a.
It's a fruit.
Is it,
orange.
though?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Mike, please distract me
like
from
a
this.
Why do I have a virus on my phone now?
No, I was gonna say what's the one that's like the giant grapefruit?
Grapefruit.
No, it's something else.
I was just gonna say. Grapefruit.
Yeah, follow us on all our social medias. They're all at the Junk Drawer Show. Like, comment, subscribe, all of those things. I don't really have anything else to shout out because there's one really big shout out, and we're all gonna do that together, I believe. So, yeah, that's really all I got.
Cool. Well, I did forget one. I just want to do a quick shout out before the big special boy one. Hold on, Riley. To Mythic Games, which is not Mythic Portal Games, but Mythic Games, which is my local tabletop gaming shop. I went to my first Magic the Gathering pre-release for Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. It was so much fun. I was so bad, but I lucked out, won 1 pack, and it's a story I'm going to tell my great grandkids because I'm going to live that long. Because I'm going to live forever and I'll never die.
And you're never going to go again.
No, I'll go again, but like with the hat
also
on.
the big grapefruits are called pomelos.
Oh, yeah, Pomelos.
Yeah. Speaking of
Okay,
pomelo,
Yeah,
Pat,
what's a big pomelo?
our big
Chalupa
shout out as I transition to standing. Sorry, Riley. Hold on. Wait, here, you can be on camera.
I love
Here we go.
standing death.
All right. So how do we want to do the big shout out?
Yeah.
How do we want to do it?
Riley's like, yeah, how? First, we have to shout out Pat's wife for allowing him to play make-believe
Yeah.
with us every
his
week with
awesome
us
wife.
dummies.
For
Oh,
us
yes.
dipshits, knuckleheads.
What other words has he used?
Jabronis.
Jabroni. That one hurts the most, actually.
It does. Because he doesn't watch wrestling. He's not allowed to use that word.
He can't. That's our word. Wrestling fan words. No, there's a reason why I'm back in my old room at their house. There we celebrate the birth of a child.
Woo! Pat's got one of these now.
And I'm so dumb. I said the wrong name last time, and I immediately got a DM the next day of Pat going, "That's not her name. You inverted it." So Carter Sonia with a Y. Welcome to the world, lovely.
Yep.
She's
Carter
adorable.
Sonia Spear.
She's
Born
gorgeous.
6:42 a.m. on Valentine's Day.
Her
so-
social security number is
111111112. You
11.
took it.
That means social security numbers officially started over with this child.
Yep. So it's probably gonna be like 00 and
It
then
is a
just
new
put a 1
life
at
with her
the end.
now.
You'll figure it out.
I think so.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kid doesn't have new
Riley.
credit.
say congratulations, Pat.
Congratulations, Pat.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Pat.
Oh, let me put you down. I gotta sign off. I'll be
So
right
next session we will have full nicknames for the baby. Like Wigwam might be one.
back. Pomelo.
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 Pomelo Anthony. That's for
Ooh.
Mike.
Oh, nice.
Pomelo
Yeah.
Anthony.
I already decided I'm calling her Agent Carter. So
Agent.
Ooh, that's a good one.
We also have Agent Cody Banks.
Agent Cody Banks is a good name.
Cody
Yeah.
Banks. See?
Frankie Muniz, right?
Frankie Carter in the middle. Now you go.
Now you speak.
Guys,
Now
we'll
I
do
say
this
something.
the entire night. Please, someone stop.
Okay,
Carter
I'm gonna
Broken
start.
Idol. I'm just going wild.
I'm gonna start the music, and I'm gonna bounce. So you guys can create wonderful imagination in your collective thoughts. And with that, Dice Daddy, whenever you're ready.
Actually,
Fuck.
because we had such a fun session last time and we immediately wanted to play continued, I wanted to throw it to you guys. I wanted you to see if you could give me a summary of what happened.
Ah, suckers.
I could go ahead and do my best. So,
Josh, let's text. Yeah, go ahead.
So, Thokk and Alder went to the town of Papel to go ahead and try and investigate grave robbing scoundrels. We were met in the city after we very, very run down, kind of deserted, not really a whole lot of action going on there. We approached the Scoundrel Inn where we see Ren, a owl cockra, if you will, being thrown out and flustered with papers kind of flying all over the place. Very inquisitive being, if you will. Asked a lot of questions, had a lot of curiosities, had some drinks, you know. And she was able to let us know of some unholy things kind of going on in the area, where we got some rest, and then later that night we went over to the graveyard by the church to go and see what was going on, where we saw a very creepy looking boy and his minion of sorts. Don't really know exactly what he is. That he's instructing to go and find bodies to bring home to Mama. We then followed them to the cave that they were in, snuck around, ended up finding two other little girls there with the boy, whose name was Luca.
Margot and I got Margot, Emil, and Christina.
Okay, all of those names are wrong. It was Wargle. Wargle, I believe, was what he called his thing. His name was Luca, and then it was Lillian and Christina, is what I have.
All your names are wrong. So.
No, he gave me a nod. I'm right.
Those are the names of the children.
Sorry, teacher's pet over here.
Well, I'm still gonna leave Margot because why not?
Anyways, we ended up kind of leaving them in their living room area. We followed ourselves down the hall where we found a bone throne room, which is what we almost named the episode, was the bone throne, and then we're like, that's probably going to be thought of something else. And then after we left the bone throne, we ended up seeing that there was a bunch of creepy sigils of skulls and triangles. Thokk recognized these as the sigils of the god of death, who he used to follow around. So not the Raven Queen, the original god of death, if I recall correctly. And then we kind of continued down another hallway where we found what seemed to be still alive beings hung up in cages about 50 or 60 feet above our heads. And as soon as we kind of turned around and heard a noise, Ren was gone. And I believe that's where we left off. Did I do okay? Did I miss anything?
Yeah. No, you did great. Unless you have any notes, because I know you also wanted to chime in, Carlos.
Well, Thokk was there, so that was right.
He was
Yeah, no, I mentioned we were both there. Come on.
The only thing I really have that Mike didn't really mention, I think this is this note, unless I'm getting my two campaigns confused. It's there was a parchment on the door that says, "Do not fear that which you do not understand."
That's
Okay,
what the
that
last
is-
thing was.
That is
Correct.
Great. Okay, cool. So that's what I have to chime in. So, yeah.
So, and Nikki, anything to add? Anything
I
you'd
was
like
there. I was nervous, and
then you were
here
gone.
we are. And then I
oh.
was gone.
Oh, and Thok and I ended the entire night by just saying, did she fuck us?" Like,
And that's where we'll take it from.
Did she fuck us?
You are currently in the dark dungeon, locked in this room with these hanging, swinging cages above. As Thok finishes reading the parchment, you just kind of look at it, and you just immediately just push it into Alder's chest as you're like, "What the fuck?" And Manu's just like, "No one was watching the owl thing?"
Didn't know we were supposed to.
DM, we saw a lot of her parchments and stuff around. Does this handwriting look like her handwriting?
Go ahead and roll that insight check for me.
19.
Yeah, 110%. That's her handwriting.
That
She even like signs it at the bottom.
feathery bitch.
That feathery bitch. Why'd you turn into Frank Reynolds?
The trash man. Oh,
So, two of you are currently in this dungeon alone.
So is it like no windows?
that's
one
a dungeon,
door?
man.
You're in a cave. No windows. No organic light sources outside of sconces and torches. That, unfortunately, in here, there's like one torch.
How big is it?
It's a fairly big. It's less of it being a big room, more of it being a very high room. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like it's just tall ceiling.
Very tall ceilings.
I look around to see if there's any ledges, any potential openings, or is it just a cylindrical, tall room?
If I remember correctly, you do have a crank mechanism that can move the cages up and down. However, they are very rusty and worn, and almost possibly the minute you touch it, it's going to make a loud noise. Other than that, there is obviously the door itself that you're able to, if you can, unlock it. Yeah. You just got to kind of assess the situation.
I mean, I can try and unlock the door. I don't know if if I'd be able to see if it's trapped or anything like that. Oh shit.
I mean, we should still probably check.
We should.
I'm not really good at investigating things, though. But
No,
if you
neither-
are,
I'm not. You know that. This is the thing that we should not be the ones paired
Yeah,
together
but-
for, but here we are.
I'm like, in a negative way, not good at investigating.
No,
things.
I understand exactly what you're saying. Thank you, Thok.
Cool, I'm glad something at least.
No, yeah, let's go ahead and send the guys who can read people but can't, like, see
Read
what's right in
rooms?
front of them.
Well, I'll try it anyways.
No, we'll go take a look.
I cast guidance.
Oh, thank you. That's a D4, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I guess I'm going to go ahead and check to see if there's any traps on the door now that it's sealed closed.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
That is actually not terrible. 13 plus guidance is a 3, and my modification is 0, so 16.
Yeah, 16 isn't too bad. You look at it, and it seems to be a regular kind of wrought iron door.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and take out my thieves' tools and see if I can unlock it.
I'll say upon closer inspection of the door, there are different slats. It looks like open and peer in. There's one that's at like I would say a normal height of maybe about like 5'7", 5'6". Maybe you'd have to be on your tiptoes if you're shorter than that. And then there's one that's definitely like knee level. And go ahead and start making a thieves tool check.
Oh, now that you've given me that knowledge, I'd like to see if I can open one of the slots to see what's on the other side of the door before I do that.
Okay. Which slot are you opening?
I'd open the top one first.
Okay. Open the top. Roll a perception check.
26.
You don't see anything directly in front of you. Give me 1 second. Because I don't have any of my dice with me. So we're using Google today.
Ooh, Google Dice.
Google Dice. I didn't even know Google had
looking
dice.
around to see if Ren has left any owl feathers anywhere.
Okay.
Tracking.
So you roll investigation, Thok. With your 26, you do not see anything immediately in front of you.
Oh.
I see
Natural
that.
20.
Nat
Well,
20.
it's a 19
for-
because it's a -1, but it's
Okay.
a natural 20.
It's still a nat 20. I mean, you do find some of her feathers. I mean, molting is a very natural thing for birds. None of her like big owl feathers, more of like the little ones maybe on her like neck and breast and like under wings.
So nothing that looks like it was like a struggle or anything like that?
No.
I'm still gonna take them.
Alder, what were you saying?
I was just asking if like not like any amount of feathers that made it seem like it was like a struggle or anything.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna like look at Thok and be like, I mean, I didn't see anything through the top. Should I check the bottom before I try and open the door?
Sure. What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, I guess so. All right. And I'll take a look down the bottom slot.
Okay. You take a look at the bottom slot and you are met with milky, kind of like milked over eyes that are looking over at you and this kind of like little button nose as you assume it's possibly the little boy looking at you.
Close it!
Oh, you are in here.
I mean, I don't know if he closes it or not, but
Yeah,
I tell him
no.
to close it.
I'm not gonna close it. I'm just gonna be like, yes, Luca, is it?
How'd you know my name?
I got a thing.
A thing?
It's like in my brain. I just know stuff.
Oh, I get that.
Did you lock us in here?
No. I didn't know you were in here until about like 5 minutes ago.
Do you know?
You're really good at sneaking.
Thank you.
You're
Take
welcome.
pride in that. Do you know who locked us in here?
Yeah, Ren did.
So you know Ren.
Yeah.
Do you know why she locked us in here?
I didn't ask her. Instead, I was showing her what I was coloring, and I was drawing this pretty cool turtle. He was like teal. And she said, "Oh, that's very good. I have to go now."
Gotcha.
Why do you have to go?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Ask who?
Ren.
Ren's the one who had to go.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm right here. She said that I have 2 friends that are in the holding cell. I'm gonna see if I can talk to your mom to see if she'll let them live. So she's doing like that.
So who is your mom?
Oh, well, my mom is Mama.
Does
Okay,
Mama
well,
have
I feel
a
like-
name?
I feel like if I called her mama, it would be very uncomfortable.
Well, you're not supposed to call other moms Mama. I mean, you can call her. I don't know. Everyone knows her as Mama. I'm her favorite, by the way.
Well, you seem very nice, so I understand that.
Yeah.
So we're kind of stuck in here for right now. She's not going to let us leave, is she?
I mean, I can. You want me to ask Ren if you can leave?
Definitely.
Why is the door locked?
I don't know. Is it? We kind of just got shut in here, so.
Did you try knocking?
Did-
It's usually polite to knock. And as you knock, The door slowly starts to open. I unlocked it.
Well,
Thank you, Luca.
You're welcome.
We do need to have a word with Ren, though.
Okay. And he goes, if you want to follow me.
Yeah, we'll follow you.
Okay.
Where are you gonna take us?
To Ren?
Yeah.
That's what you asked?
Yeah, but where is she? Is she with
I
Mama?
mean, last time I saw her, she was like in the living room, but she was going to Mama's room.
Okay. And I'll just.
We don't
slowly
normally get a
go
lot
out
of
place.
living. We don't get a lot of like alive people. Ren's usually the only alive person like around. Sometimes she brings me like books and different like coloring stuff, but I've never seen like a green person before. So I have like 15 million questions.
Well, tell you what, I can answer some of them as we walk towards Mama's room.
Great. And so when we get there, you'll stop answering my questions.
Well, after we talk to Mama, I guess I can answer more. But it's only
Okay,
fair if
but we
get
can
to ask
answer
the
like a
questions
good
too,
chunk right now. Like we can just get it out of the way.
Okay.
Yes, Luca, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk very slowly because I have a lot of them and I know now.
Okay.
Okay. Question 1. Why are you green? And we're just gonna do like a hard cut. And you
Oh
go
God,
through,
Luca,
like,
you can't ask people that.
I didn't say, you can't, why, you can't ask him that. If you're an orc, why are you only 7 feet tall and not 8? Where's your bloodlust? He's like, the kid is creepy as all fucking hell because he's a zombie child, but he's very like, he's a fucking kid. He's just like, yeah, and this is where I usually go and like I hang out. And they kind of look at the throne and goes, this bone isn't supposed to be there. Yeah, no, I usually go in here and sometimes I'll play hopscotch or sometimes I'll play with Wargle or sometimes I'll, just kind of take a nap. Even though I don't really sleep, sometimes it just feels nice to do things you remember, right?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I have a question. Do they still have chicken?
They do.
Chicken is my favorite.
Alive or the eating kind?
No, the eating kinds.
Hmm?
I don't really get hungry anymore, but I remember liking chicken a lot.
How long have you been here?
Well, and just to remember or to remind you of how old Luca looks, he looks about 3. He is a toddler. He is very tiny, but he is making full sentences, albeit if they're, still little kid sentences, but he kind of looks and he thinks and he goes, I think I've been here. How many birthdays have I had? 7?
Oh.
But I'm not 7. I'm 10.
It's awesome.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know I'm little. I gotta keep growing.
Yeah, you'll get there.
That's
So
what I
is-
keep told.
Is Ren your sister?
Oh no, Ren's like my best friend after Wargle.
Who's Wargle?
Oh, do you want to meet him? Wargle! And then you just hear this like
Oh fuck.
as this massive, gaunt, like bony beast figure. If you want to roll another nature check for the both of you to see if you can recognize what the fuck this thing is. Fuck, do it at advantage because you've seen undead shit.
Ooh, thank God. Because it was a 17 and a natural 1. So we're gonna go with that 17.
What'd you get, Alder?
I rolled a 12.
12. I will say with your 17, fuck.
Oh wait, or was it a 6? I think it was 17 minus 1, 16.
The 16 is fine. With your 16, fuck, you recognize this giant, massive, evil-looking creature as a bone devil. And he goes, Luca goes, "This is Wargle."
Nice to meet you, Wargle.
Yeah, Thokka, we saw them earlier.
And you just see like the drool coming from its fangs.
I'm aware.
Google's
Yeah.
picture of Bone Devil.
Yeah, don't do
Oh.
that.
They're terrifying. Don't look at it. Definitely don't look at it. So we're still walking to Mama's room, right?
We're probably gonna stop at the living room because I usually have to like knock first before I go to Mama's room because it's polite.
Of course.
Well, how about you two lead the way?
Okay.
No,
Do you want pet
exactly.
Wargle? You could just pat him right on the face. Look.
Oh no! Like it's
Just,
totally fine.
you know how like kids over heavy hand like petting animals?
Yeah, no.
It's essentially like having a baby with a really like a lion, and he's just like smacks it on the face.
pulls its tail.
It's very long bone tail.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. My hands are dirty. I don't wanna.
Oh no, he's made out of bone. You can put dust on him, whatever.
It's okay.
Look,
Here, leave.
just kidding.
Smack in the face.
Just smacking. He's like, "Where's my money?"
What did Five Fingers say to the face, Wargle?
Slap. So eventually, the whole time, Manu has been dead silent, just unraveling what the fuck is going on right now. And
Sorry,
eve-
Riley's killing me.
it's all Wave at Riley eating an apple awkwardly.
Oh, it was worth it.
Choking her. What is that?
That's a heart.
I was using my binoculars.
Oh, meanwhile we were doing the heart back.
Yeah, right. Anyway, while she's doing that, eventually the five of you, do make it to the living room as you see the two twins in their grimy, grungy ballet, and one of them looks just a little disappointed and goes, "Luca, why did you take them out of the cell?" And Luca just goes, "They knocked." And, Mom isn't going to be happy about this, right? And Luca's like, "Yeah, but Ren's talking to her, so it's going to be fine. Mama loves Ren." And the other one that's slightly more bubbly, like, "Oh my goodness, and are you like a full elf or a half elf? Are you full orc? Oh my god, I've never seen like an orc before." These two girls look 9. But it seems like their connotation...
Teenagers.
Possibly. I'm sorry, we rarely get guests. And you see in this room, it's very it's a crude looking kind of living room. There are places to sit. There's like a couch, but it's not like a very nice one. It's just very run down, but it looks like these 3, potentially 4 with Mama, that it's very homey looking feeling, even though it's fucking creepy.
It's lovely. Quaint.
And the more morose one goes, "We do have to warn you, if you try anything, Orga will kill you."
Oh, I have no doubt
I
about that.
haven't been trying to try anything, to be honest.
No, it's probably a good idea. You don't want to make Orgo mad, because then Mom will get mad. And she's worse than that.
How so?
Well, Orgo used to be a person.
Oh. Okay.
This is before Luca got here. And Luca's like, "What are you guys talking about? Orgo's always been here." Dumb 1, dumb 2. That's a smart ass kid. I don't know.
Cool.
So should we
Okay.
wait for Mama to come out, or did you want to see her in her room? We have to know.
What do you think would be best?
Well, we're gonna knock.
True.
Oh, you know what? I should probably be there with you because I can help.
I mean, do we want to do this, Thok, or do you think we should maybe wait? Give Ren a chance.
But for like a snack.
No, just like let Ren go ahead and do his stuff, and then we'll just hang out here. We'll play like some hopscotch, like you said, or something like that,
Sure.
while we just kind of
Sure,
wait
sir.
for Mama. Yeah.
Their stuff.
Yeah, I got like board games.
I don't know, Thok. What do you think? I don't know if I want to impose.
Have shoots and ladders.
Oh no. Yeah, like
Oh,
I no, I wouldn't want somebody randomly coming into my room.
I have
if I didn't know them, so.
checkers, chess, dragon
yeah.
chess,
We'll
pumpkin
wait.
chess.
How long could it be?
12 hours later. Um, no, once again, very creepy, but very hospitable. And after a while, I will give Ren the opportunity. How long would you like to be staying in with Mama? And how is the conversation going?
How long would this whole like conversation in the dungeon, the walk, the conversation outside the room, how long would that all have taken?
I mean, the kid's walking really slow.
He had lots of questions, though.
He did. He had a lot of questions. He wanted to get him out of the way. He didn't want to wait. They could be dead after the conversation. He wants to know now.
It's true.
He's been down this road before. This is a learned behavior for the child. I would say it's been about maybe like amongst everything, maybe like 20 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, so she probably is she was probably at the tail end of her discussion, maybe like 5 minutes ago, and I'd say conversation was probably like Ren, if you could hear anything outside of it, Ren is very like she's like feverish in her conversation and her like her end of it. She's trying to like get a lot of words out all at once, really nervously and stumbling and stuttering over everything. And then Mama, if that could be heard, is like just sort of soaking it in.
Yeah. It's a very one-sided conversation, I'll say that.
Okay, yeah. And then I think towards the end there, with that 5-minute span of like them outside of the door saying maybe we should just wait and see whenever they come out, and Ren on the inside being like maybe we should just wait. We'll wait because I'm sure that they're really crafty, and they probably already broke through the lock, and they're probably coming this way now. Like it'll be fine. So there's like this like span of like they both don't know that they're coming in yet.
It's a chess game.
Yeah. But Ren would probably be ready to. Maybe we should. I can go get them for you if you like. Maybe that can work, and she can go out and try to retrieve them.
You essentially get the nod.
Yeah. Okay. So she'll deep bow, back up, spin on her heels, and start like walking really quickly out. Her little like talons. She makes it to the door and opens it. Probably opens it wide because she doesn't expect anybody to be there.
Yeah.
And then, oh dear. See, I knew it. I knew you were all very crafty and could get out of anything. Hello. And she will step out of the room and try to close the door really quickly behind her.
Okay. You're able to like immediately.
Yeah.
I will say, as Ren is coming out, what are you guys doing with the kids?
I'm rolling a d20 to see if I hit because we're playing D&D.
Okay.
I'm playing.
It's like You go into a tavern.
You meet a
We're
werewolf.
playing people though. And Luke is like, I have to go write this off as a business expense. All right, roll for final taxes. This game's boring.
IRS denied.
What was your idea?
I know. Now I gotta go to the grocery store because we're out of milk. Roll for traffic. 20 minutes again. Okay, roll to get mad at your significant other.
Oh, I have advantage.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh no.
So yes, Ren comes in while you guys are trying to assess the situation. As I would say, Manu is very far off, right next to where Odol is, because he does not trust this thing.
No.
As
I wonder why.
Ren quickly gets out.
Oh, hi.
I see you've met the children.
Uh-huh. We're old friends now.
Yes, Christina, Lillian, good to see you.
Yes, always good to see you, Ren.
Mhm.
You know, Mom's not going to be too happy about you bringing strangers home.
Right. I know it's not necessarily what she recommends. And I've spoken to Mama. She she and she'll turn to her attention to Thokk and Alder. Alder. So she would like to speak with you both.
And maybe you can clarify. Who is she?
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes, I should probably, you should probably know what, okay. So, this is, Dorinda. Have you heard of her before?
You could both
Dorinda?
roll history checks if you'd like.
Goes well. Actually, it didn't go bad.
The
16.
same. 16.
She is unknown to you, though.
No,
Never came across a
What?
Dorinda specifically
Yeah,
in this region.
Alder.
Okay,
I've
okay.
never heard of her.
Just maybe, okay, before, and she like lowers her voice slightly and kind of hops forward. Maybe we just keep this between us, that you don't know of her entirely, because I'm going to tell you right now who she is, so you actually will know a little bit about her. This will work out for you in the end, okay? Okay. So this is Dorinda. She is my employer. You know, when the coffin business didn't really work out for me anymore, I was looking for new employment, and she's been really great. I've been working with the children a lot as well. I'm sure Luca has probably talked your ear off about that, right, Luca?
Yeah, no, I told them all about that.
Oh God, of course you did. Okay, yes. I figured as much. Yes. Let me just. I'm cycling through my thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts going on right now. I had to talk to Dorinda, and I was trying my best to really convince her of some stuff. So basically, the Queen of Bones. You can refer to her as that if you'd like. She really likes that. She's beautiful, and I just think that I think it would behoove you both to make friends here. Make friends, please.
We've already made a friend, Luca.
Right.
Got him.
Oh yes, indeed. I've been got. Maybe make more than one friend here. You know, Dorinda is a very influential individual, very powerful, and I would just highly recommend you make friends with her.
Everyone roll a perception check.
DM, I also have a question.
I have an answer.
Oh, that sucked.
Do you need me to roll perception as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Please, everyone roll.
Yes.
your perception checks.
That's a 13 for me.
Okay.
27.
Okay.
You know, I think I have advantage on these, but I'm just going to take this because I think it works with the story more. I rolled a natural 1. So.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I will say this, Alder, while Ren is frantically explaining to you this person, you do hear the far end where she came from, the door handle slowly kind of turn and push open as you see slowly, like holding the door is a very light kind of gentle hand as it's pushed. As you kind of turn your attention while Ren is just kind of like, ah! And eventually this person comes out, and she is female. I would say about 5'4", lean to the point of almost being slightly gaunt, almost malnourished. Very long, tattered kind of robes as far as like where her waistline goes. However, her chest is covered in, it looks like they're braided together, like almost like a rib cage of just bone covering her chest and her back. And she is covered, because with your 27 perception, she is just covered in very thin, some deep, some light, some dark, of just different scar and scarture around her arms, up to her shoulders. You would assume there would be more, but her hands are essentially covered in this gray white soot up to her forearms, almost like ashes. And across her face, it looks like there is a kind of like skull that is painted in ash over her face. She has this black kind of cropped hair. It looks like literally she like takes a dagger and just cuts off what she doesn't need. And her eyes are extremely dark in the regard that her irises are almost charcoal. Still has the whites of her eyes, but it's almost like a void there. She just slowly just kind of comes out and listens to Ren talking.
I think that you both have a lot to offer one another. There's benefits on both sides of this, and I know that usually I don't, Luca. I know I normally don't bring people here. It's just I thought this was. What are you all looking at?
And I just like nudging.
And Doc, you look up as well, and you see this person. As she just kind of looks at the three of you. Thok, roll a perception check for me.
Whew, natural 20 for 30.
Jesus.
Hey, that's
rolling a lot of nat 20s.
Do now.
There is, for a moment, across Dorinda's face is almost like recognition. Like she recognizes you very briefly, and it's just gone into this blank slate as she very quietly and slowly walks up to the two of you and looks over at you, Ren, and gently places her hand on your shoulder.
Oh, my queen, yes.
On my shoulder or Ren's shoulder?
On Ren's.
Okay. Any
Slowly
recognition
takes off.
from my end?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
It kind of ties into my other question was going to be if I've heard of the Queen of Bones. Or not.
You rolled two different. So the first one is for the recognition.
Okay.
She seems possibly familiar. Like maybe you saw her in a dream a long time ago.
And the second history check is a 4.
No?
So, I don't
Do
remember
not
her
recognize anyone called the Queen of Bones. And you see her, and she slowly takes her hand off of Ren's shoulder, and because you're in your armor, correct, Doc?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you see her, and she gently, with this ashy hand, just touches your chest plate, and just kind of traces with her finger the symbol of Pelor, and then looks back up at you.
Oh yeah, you said she's 5'4". I was like, for some
Yeah,
reason I
she's
thought
like-
it was taller than me.
She is, yeah, she's very intimidating with her size. And then,
Okay.
slowly she kind of, you can hear the skin like just kind of dragging across the plate mail as she slowly takes her hand off and then eyes you, Alder, as she kind of inspects you. It almost feels like she's looking at you and through you at the same time.
And that's where I'm just like, I guess being godless has its perks, huh?
And she just looks at you.
And I just go from like kind of to...
Turns her head.
Is there like a chair or something? Because I don't want to like look down on her. Like I want to like be more eye level.
Mm-hmm. As she looks at you,
You
she
don't wanna be
slowly
there.
starts. She walks slightly past you, and Luca goes, "Mama wants you to go to the throne room."
Okay. And follow.
That's good. Mama hasn't killed you. That's good.
Ren will
Yeah.
follow. Ren will follow Dorinda close on her heels.
Yeah. And it's a very like tense kind of going through this corridor before like you and Wargle help her onto the throne, because it's slightly up, as she slowly just kind of sits, puts her hands in her lap, and Lucas sits at the foot of the throne, and it looks like he has like a toy like wooden train that he's just like and he's just like kicking his feet, doing kid shit.
So wait, did he follow us to the throne room?
Yeah.
Oh, great, cool.
He's my favorite.
And you see him, and there's just like this awkwardness hanging in the air as she's just staring at the two of you. And you hear Lucas sigh, and he goes, "Mama wants to know what you want. You have to talk."
I'll just look at Thok and be like, taking the lead on this one, aren't I?
Well, I'm not the best talker.
Yeah, you also she probably doesn't like your armaments, and I don't know if she knows anything about Manu, but I feel like that's not going to go well either.
Are you
Yeah.
talking out loud or whispering to each other?
Whispering.
Whispering. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think that she doesn't like my armor. It was a different vibe.
Gotcha.
I feel it was more of a not who I currently follow, but potentially who I used to follow.
Sounds hot. All right. Well, here we go.
Sounds hot.
I don't know what kind of thing they got going on. All right. Well, I guess I'll just introduce ourselves here. Queen of Bones, thank you for taking the time to speak with us. I'm Alder. This is Thokk. Frankly, we're here for two reasons. Reason one is we've heard of some questionable things happening in the area in regards to the graves. So we came to investigate that. And we also heard some questionable things in regards to offerings to the Raven Queen. And we came to investigate that. Neither of us are followers of the Raven Queen, but it could potentially align with work that we are currently doing.
There's a moment, and Luca goes, "Well, Mama says that you don't worship any false gods, like the Raven Queen. I mean, it looks like Doc was right when he got the vibe that there was something different. If he was a cleric of the Raven Queen, like the other people that were here, they'd be in the cage. Or you'd be in the cage."
Why, if you don't mind me asking, would being a cleric for the Raven Queen be so bad?
And he looks over at the queen on her throne, and she looks at him, and then back over at you before Luca goes, "Oh, it's because the Raven Queen, she sought goddom, and she became one. And she took our master's position of power, and we made all these rules that, frankly, isn't always the best.
Okay. And this master was...
Miracle.
That's right.
As you remember earlier, the symbol of Miracle is right in the center.
Of this
throne
room.
Yes.
Of course. Like, how could I miss that? So, you're not a goddess, or are you a goddess? I'm quite confused.
And Luca looks over at her and then back at you. No, we're not gods. No, remember the story? The Raven Queen became a god. That's not good.
Okay. An avatar?
I was gonna say, are you an avatar for Miracle? If I said that right, apologies if I did. I mean, no offense. I just this is all new to me.
Luca looks over at her and then back over. I don't know what that is.
Like, does she not know what that is, or what he did not know? Okay. Hope it's okay that we're asking so many questions, but it helped answer yours. Is that me?
Yeah, I think so.
Does what you?
There's a buzz in.
No, it might be Justin.
It might be Justin, because I did not hear a single thing he said. Ooh. It sounds like I'm being electrocuted.
Is that
Stopped.
nothing?
Just stopped. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
it was going the whole time. So
There it goes.
don't touch.
It's going again?
No,
No,
it's
no.
not.
You're good.
Okay.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Okay.
But
We all take 5 points of thunder damage.
oh,
No, it's back.
oh, what?
One.
Stand by, hope for sure.
Better or not?
No, it's gone.
No.
Stay there.
Nope,
Oh.
I can't hear.
Oh no. No, a word from our sponsors. We don't
Thank
have
you
it.
guys for watching. This is brought to you by ExpressVPN. We're not really sponsored by them, but everybody uses ExpressVPN.
I don't.
If you want to sponsor us, feel free.
Then we could be
Express.
sponsored by HelloFresh. And then Current, the new bank that people use, it's called Current.
I think Justin's back.
Nope.
Just kidding. Oh, I heard that. Wait, am I hearing?
Better.
Oh,
Yeah,
yep.
you're good. Fantastic.
Okay, great.
You're a little
It's a little
soft,
bit,
but-
a little bit soft, but nope. Now we got nothing.
Welcome
Can
to
you hear me
Junk
now?
Drawer, where if we haven't had technical issues at least once an episode, it's not the Junk Drawer.
Nothing?
No, right now you're okay.
Okay. I don't even know where we were now.
Don't move.
I was asking her questions.
Okay, what were the questions?
Well, the first question.
Edwin?
I was just going to. I remembered where we were.
Okay. Where were we?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know if you. Okay. We were. Oh no! Now my brain just blanked. You were asking. If Luca or if she understood what an avatar of Merkel
Merkel?
was. Who
Can I do
is-
that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's where it was just kind of like we had stopped.
Oh, Justin.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Justin. There's the.
Every time you talk, it's like yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know if you can hear us. Well, now he can.
Justin rage quits.
He's getting it back up. He's calling for backup.
Oh, I was gonna
Oh,
say. I
we're
was
back
like,
up.
I thought he was raging. Oh.
Oh, breaking out the work headset.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yes.
This episode has been brought to you by
No.
Jabra headsets, used in every office,
No.
everywhere. No, he's turning it on and plugging it in.
Not entirely happy about using my work headset, but can you at least hear me now?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're perfectly fine.
Yeah.
He just shrugged at you. That's all I've been trying to say.
Oh.
He just
Yeah,
went.
I got it. Well, since we're here and you seem to maybe be an expert on that subject, do you happen to know what he is? And I point at Manu.
And there's a moment as she kind of like cocks her head at him, and then Luca just kind of says, "Looks like he might be a astral spirit."
An asshole spirit? Yeah, that sounds right.
Definitely an asshole.
I swear,
Oh, sorry.
I'm not allowed to swim.
I mean, Alder, do you have any questions?
Aside from not liking the fact that you believe the Raven Queen to be a false god,
Oh no, she is.
no, wasn't my entire thought there. Why are we detaining people who worship the Raven Queen? There's got to be more of a reason to it aside from the fact that you disagree with what they've done.
And looks over, and eventually he says, "Well, Mama originally was gonna kill them because most of the Raven Queen clerics, we try to convert and we try to tell them what's going on and how the Raven Queen got her seat of power, but wasn't always working all the time. And then eventually Mama stopped."
So, you would explain to them what's going on. Do you mind explaining it to us?
Because we think whatever's going on that you're mentioning might coincide with what's going on that we're involved with.
Mm-hmm.
And there is another kind of moment, and everyone roll a perception check.
Oh, you fucker.
What do we got?
Who wants to go first?
26.
Okay.
29.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you making a face? I feel like it was awful.
Oh no,
Well-
I was trying to throw you guys off.
It was 13 for me, but it was almost a 29.
Oh.
That's why it went from 29 to 13.
And you slowly hear like shifting and rustling behind you as Thokk, you're met with a slightly familiar voice that says, "Actually, I think I might be able to answer that." As you turn around, and I would say partially scarred and burned here on the side of their face, kind of going down, is a very short gentleman with a hood that he kind of pulls back. He has this hair that's kind of pulled in the top knot. And you hadn't seen this gentleman in about, I would say, 7 months. As you see, Absidy Shire,
I want to punch him.
head of the cave. Hey, Thokk.
Absidy.
Sorry. And he kind of gestures over at you, and I've been communicating. This is all very
very complicated.
Yeah.
Would you mind stepping into like my office? Oh wow, you're tall. And looks over at you, Alder. Thought, did you get bigger?
Maybe. I've been lifting.
Yeah, I can tell.
What are you... How...
Alder's confused. Mike is more confused.
Office. We have to go to the office. Just, Madam Queen, if you would allow me to bring everyone into a much safer location, as now we are getting into the things that you and I had discussed. And you see her on her throne, and she just kind of just nods. Okay, I'm gonna need chalk. Just these, and you see him, and he takes off this cloak he was wearing. And just so Alder and Brandon know who this person is, this is a halfling. He's about, I would say, what? Yeah. So he's got to be like late 20s, early 30s. As you see him, and he starts making a like. Not he goes, I don't want to desecrate your seal, madam. And she gestures. She nods again. And Luca goes, it's okay. We know it's chalk. It's gonna wipe away. And she goes, perfect. Please don't. And he looks over at you, talking, just don't punch me. Great.
Oh, that's
You know,
very
it
tempting.
slowly starts. He's making. If you guys want to roll a religion check.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Myself too?
Yeah, everyone can roll.
It's a 2. 2. Said I'm good at them.
22.
A 6.
Thok,
Thank God Thok did all right.
You see
Yeah, I know.
symbol, and because you do have knowledge of Absidy, might take a hot minute to roll the old Rolodex back, but you are
Oh,
familiar
I
with
remember.
what he's making. As
Is it his patron?
it is, as he kind of gets, all right, everyone,
Whoa.
and hold hands. Yeah,
What are we doing?
hands in the back. Ring.
What are we doing?
It's not safe here to talk right now.
So it's a
Okay.
teleportation circle.
Kind of. Like you gotta trust me.
Can I check his bodily language? Like, is
Okay,
he?
what were you gonna ask as well? Is he like?
I want. Is he gonna be like, trust me, or is it gonna be like, trust me?
Ren.
I was just gonna lean over to Luca and ask him, looking between him and then the queen, am I supposed to go and be a part of this right now? I'm very confused.
And Luca kind of looks at you and goes, I'm confused. I don't know this guy.
Okay, maybe I'll go and I'll report back. But just I don't really know if I'm gonna be able to make it back here. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, Luca. I'll figure it out. Okay. And she'll look between the queen and him again, and then like slowly, very carefully hop towards the newcomer, the stranger to the group.
And looks at you and he goes, Thok, just, when have I steered you wrong?
Okay.
I'm not the angry one.
You
Okay.
don't know about that.
Well.
That was out of game.
He goes,
Oh.
and you can hear me still, right?
Yeah.
That's so
Every once in a while, like it's almost like
You're a little, you're a little choppy at times, but
that my microphone is muted.
Oh, is it?
I don't. Can you hear me better?
I mean,
Maybe it just depends on how much more you like. Keep talking a little. Just keep talking.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, regardless, if you can hear me, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So he kind of looks at you and goes, okay, everyone's just gonna grab hands here. And you see him and he takes out this very, I would say plain looking dagger as he slices open his hand and you start seeing him like put blood in the middle of the circle here, and he goes, it's gonna get a lot like scarier, but in a good way. I mean, look how spooky this house is. Just imagine it's not the house. I'm talking too much. And you hear him and he just starts muttering under his breath as the entire room kind of goes dark. And I need everyone to make a constitution save as your stomachs start to churn and almost feel that bile taste in your mouth.
12.
14.
10.
Okay. Alder?
I said 12.
You got 12. So everyone got... So I will say all of you feel very sick as the cave of the Bone Queen kind of melts away. And you are kind of met in this almost dark void, albeit the seal that's in the center of the room. As Absidy kind of wraps his hand up and he goes, okay, great. Now no one can hear us, which is good. Whew.
What the fuck are you doing here?
What the fuck is going on?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm here too. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm here, but I'm here as well.
No, that's good. No, that's good. It's good that you want to be here. Thokk, as Thokk knows, my boss. By the way, I mean, I've got my own thing going on, but my boss wanted to be able to openly speak with you all, and took me a hot minute, but I mean, a bunch of spooky shit. It wasn't too hard to find you guys.
Where are we?
You're kind of like in between reality and not reality.
So
That's why it's easy to not, anyone can't hear us. Like I can say, anything. I can't think of anything. But the point stands.
Huh. Wow.
Okay, I guess introductions are in order. Alder, Ren. I mean, I'm assuming you already know Ren. But
I actually have not had the pleasure, but have heard a lot about you, young lady. You are very, very smart. Little nervous, but Dorinda is a very big fan of you. She won't show it because it's her face.
Alder, this is Absidy. He is actually one of the previous traveling party when I was in a darker place. And now he's going to explain to me what the fuck is going on before I punch him in the face. Rhyme.
Darker place figuratively and literally. Please don't punch me in the face. As you can see, my face has been through some stuff.
And as you can see, so has mine.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know if you were like, you could do like an eye patch thing, right? I mean, I do the hood.
I'll keep that in mind.
And I'm just gonna sit there and be like, "Don't worry, Thokk. If I can punch too."
Like I said, I mean, this is less about me and my conversation. I got stuff I gotta do. But my boss needed me to bring you here because my boss can't step on the material plane. You remember my boss? Very nice guy.
Very well, very well. And so,
let me look at my sundial. My watch.
Yes.
I don't know.
What does Lucifer have to do with this current situation?
That's a god I've heard of.
Lucifer? Yes. Yeah. What? Who's that? Who?
I mean, Ren, you can roll a religion check to see if you know who Lucifer is.
I rolled a 8.
I will say, Lucifer is an alias of one of the original gods. there was, in this hierarchy, and I don't think I've ever broken it down for you, Ren, it is, originally Ioun had created everything. And when Ioun felt that after creating all the different material planes and different planes, started creating different life, created a partner. And Ioun created 2. The first one didn't go as well, and the second one ended up being his son, Lucifer, who essentially needed to, he was seated as a kind of like humanist. He was the one who was making life and was creating consciousness and free will, and eventually he got to a very specific point where he felt his views were conflicting with his father's, and eventually he was banished to the 9 hells, to which are, you know, several different layers, and he was the king of this for a very long time until lesser demons and deities got sick of his own kind of rules, and it placed him, last anyone had heard of him, into a lake of frozen ice where he sat.
Until.
So you were talking about Lucifer. I'm so sorry.
The one with the...
Right. Okay. We've been dealing with a lot of children lately, and some people they're out here naming their children Lucifer. It's very confusing to me. So I see. I get it. Okay.
But that's definitely my influence on that, because that's one of the things. It's blessed down. It's a lot of things. And he goes, I have to go though. Fuck. Great seeing you.
You didn't answer my question. Like, what does this have to do with him, and what the fuck?
I mean, he's gonna tell you himself when he gets here.
No, he doesn't need to be here.
He
No.
wanted to be here. That's why we're in the thing.
Okay, but because he wants to be here is the reason that I don't want to be here with him. Like,
Fuck. Just like you serve Pelor and you do your thing, I have to do my own thing. On top of that, I'm running a very lucrative business at the moment.
I'm a cleric for Pelor. I'm like, I don't.
You don't think he knows that?
Oh no, I'm very well aware that he knows that.
Okay, so we're in agreement then. So,
No.
Fuck, it's been really cool. And yeah. Oh, also, and you kind of see this very short door kind of open, and he goes, "Can I just say, one, great to see you. You look lovely. Maybe you're moisturizing, besides the eye thing. Sorry, I just get nervous. And I just wanted to say thank you for not, and this goes to Alder too. Thanks for not killing my guys. Really appreciate that. They really help with the business. I mean, I personally don't do bounty hunting, but bounty hunting, I mean, you know.
Wait, your guys? Are you talking about what's that bitch that we had to deal with like forever ago?
Huh? Oh, you mean Ruby? Yeah, no.
Yes.
She always wears the helmet? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your people.
Fuck. They're demon boars. Come on. And he smiles and he goes, be in touch soon. If you hear from Rufio, tell him. Okay.
Like right before he goes through that door.
Nice meeting you.
Red. Nice seeing you. Bye. Okay, you're gonna do an attack roll on him?
I'm gonna punch him, like, or something.
Okay.
I mean, it's not
through the
lethal.
door.
It's more to prove a statement. Like, I'm pissed.
Okay.
uh,
Go ahead and roll an attack.
that's a 25.
25. And just like he did a million fucking times in that stupid fucking campaign, he's gonna use a trick that he knows of, uncanny dodge. And he sees, and you punch and you get kind of the shoulder and he moves with it and he goes, gotta be a little faster. As you see the door getting a little bit lower and he goes, oh, by the way, yeah, you're gonna be fine. As the three of you are currently just sitting in this void.
Good to know that you had a friend who was trying to have us killed, Thok.
I wasn't aware that said friend was even in this realm of existence. Well, I guess not this in particular one, but you know what I mean.
No. You've mentioned him before and that you had no idea his whereabouts, so I'm not holding it against you. But be remiss if I didn't say that I was a little bit disappointed.
It's you and me both.
So now we have to wait for the devil, who probably doesn't like you, to talk to us about what to do about the Queen of Bones.
Ren's trying to make herself very small. She is like, she's like, her knees are up, her wings are wrapped around her,
Fetal
and she's trying to
position.
just like disappear into the darkness.
And I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go. Ren. You're about to meet basically the ultimate god of evil, kind of. Puff up your chest, make yourself look big. Don't cower in fear, because he's gonna smell that.
Right. I'm
Not telling you to look intimidating, but look strong. Right now, you look like you're very scared.
well. I feel kind of badly about what happened back there. I know we're not. I probably shouldn't bring it up. We should probably just move on. We're gonna meet. Let's meet Lucifer.
You know what? Since you brought it up, like, why? What happened back there happened. Why lead us here in the first place?
Yeah, like I was trying to help you right now, but I am kind of pissed off about that.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. You were really nice to me outside of the tavern, and then you let me stay with you and join your group, and not many people let me do that, and I just, I felt, I couldn't stop you from what you were doing, but I didn't want, I have loyalties, you know how it is. You work for somebody, you got your loyalties elsewhere, and I like you guys, and I didn't want anything to happen, so I didn't want what has happened to the rest to happen to you all, so.
Well, I appreciate you fighting to make sure that we're not murdered. But I guess I feel like the only way that this is going to end, and I'm sure Thokks probably going to agree with me, is that we're going to have to fight to get out alive.
Wait, fight Lucifer?
No, not Lucifer. Trust me.
Oh, then what do you mean?
Yeah.
Fight what? Fight.
Ren.
What do you mean?
Ren.
Yeah.
Put a pin in it. I think he's here.
Oh.
And you just kind of hear in the void, no, don't stop on my account. It's interesting to hear such prattle. I'm sorry, am I unnerving?
Ultimately.
Are you attacking me?
I'll be honest, at this point, I'm not surprised by anything anymore, so...
Yes, the atheist amongst gods.
What can you do?
May I ask you a question, Alder?
Sure.
We know, both of us, that gods exist. But my question is, do they deserve the worship and power that they receive? I don't think so. But that is slightly what we're talking about today. As you see the void slowly kind of push out, as you see a very, I would say, very, very pretty man. And just kind of almost like he's chiseled, made out of marble. And you see him, and he's got these very large black onyx wings that almost looks like when light hits it, it absorbs the light. As he just kind of sits, and he is sitting on almost like a rock. As he's just kind of sitting there, and you see that his eyes are completely void of any color outside of just dark, just voids. And he kind of looks at the three of you and goes, he's unnerving. It's very odd. He's unnerving and beautiful at the same time.
You want to look away, but you can't either.
Exactly. And he goes, it's so lovely to see all of you in person, flesh, blood.
DM.
Yes.
from what I know from the previous campaign, which
Yes.
Lucifer in it. One, me as Carlos can't remember if Thok has ever interacted with Lucifer.
Nope.
Okay.
Not
And
personally.
two, Absidy never told us if Lucifer has ever left his prison.
Nope.
Okay. So
In the water you're talking about, right?
In the ice, yes.
yes,
in
in
the
the,
wa-
ice,
yeah.
in the hells.
Correct.
Yes.
So, okay, so going back, Fox is gonna say, when you say in the flesh, you don't mean like in the like flesh, right? Like this is an astral form in some
And he
way?
stands up, and it's almost like it's unearthly how he kind of just glides, and he gently places his hand onto your face, and it's warm. And he goes, "Oh, I'm no more flesh than you are."
Okay, I am unnerved and aroused at the same time.
It's like you just like
And he
hear a
smiles.
subtle ding.
Tink. No, we know it's a thunk. We rolled.
Yeah, we rolled.
They rolled for dick size last
That's right.
last
we
campaign.
Oh, I
did.
love
It's a
Like boys do. They all
Talk
compare.
is what you would expect.
We call it the tripod.
it's like a
I love it. I love it.
When he
Not-
gets tired, he just can kind of kickstand.
Either full size.
And
My
he goes,
Thok is thick boy, so
Yeah, you hit that boy.
it's like a Coke can. Anyway, he kind of, but he says, I'm sorry to have sprung this upon you. You've disappeared for 3 months in Mount Celestia, and you can understand. I didn't want to go specifically there. You're looking confused. I believe the blonde on Asgard, that you call it.
What?
Yes, with your friend Thor and Loki. Ooh. The fact that you... Who am I to judge? We're here to talk about the apocalypse. And he sits back down on the rock. The reason why I brought you here in the void. No one can hear us. Not, Ayun, the All-Father. Try your necklaces, they won't work.
I reach for it. Try to
And-
feel some form of divine energy.
It's just dead. So this is where I reside. So, tell me, in all of your adventures, I've been watching very closely. I keep a check on all of Absidy's friends. And so my question is, what do you know about the upcoming apocalypse?
Depends. Are you trying to help start it, or are you trying to stop it?
Go ahead and roll another religion check as he looks at you, and he just slightly smirks and goes,
13.
13. And he goes, tell me, do you know of my lineage? And you know about the history of his father, and you do know that he does have children. But I'll say with your 13, it's a little scratchy.
It's here or there in the cases of my memory. It has been a long time since I've seen Absidy and heard him talk about you, so but for any of us that potentially don't, you can feel free to enlighten us.
And he goes, yes. So, you were fighting Ares, the god of war, Manutep, the new avatar of death, and something else. And then you have 2 more problem children, so to speak. These 4 are not mine. They are not my children. No, the person that you worship, that Ren's Queen of Bones, Dorinda, works for. Death, Miracle, Anubis, whatever you'd like to call him, is my kin. That he came from my seed. As did war, pestilence, and famine. No, I would consider these very distant grandchildren that perhaps put you in a home and never call back.
So what you seek is vengeance.
No. Vengeance is a strong word.
Discipline?
Yes. Discipline, there's a lesson to be taught in this. Go back to what you know. There has been a cause of a chain of events since I had watched you, Thokk. And with this event started a chain reaction that currently brings you here.
What was the catalyst of this event? And in my head, I'm thinking I fear that I know, but I don't say that out loud.
And he goes, you see him and he kind of cocks his head. Oh, fuck. Don't try to lie to the liar. Please enlighten your friends. Here. What was your chain of events?
I mean, I may be wrong.
You could be.
I could be wrong.
You could be wrong.
I hope I'm wrong, because if it is what I think it is, then what you're telling me is that I've potentially been the one that started the apocalypse unknowingly 7-8 years ago.
By rejecting Anubis.
Yeah.
You poor dear. No. No. You see, my son was on the decline already. Most are looking at his whelp of a girlfriend as the new queen of death. No. Alder, you were there as well. The cause of this chain and your friends. You see, Ren, you have decided to align yourself with two very dangerous men.
Oh, no more dangerous than the queen, I would assume.
Oh, no. You see, I am molding Dorinda, my son. Death is quite weak. His soul almost fractured. You asked her if she was going to be an avatar of death. No. I had different plans for her. After long discussions, Alder, I'll pitch this to you as the atheist. What's stronger than a god? An idea. An original sin. And Ren, you have the presence of her for quite some time now. And wouldn't she make a great avatar for Wrath? Of course. I am always open to suggestions. And he looks over at you, Alder. Envy, perhaps. You see, I do not make avatars of me. The last time I did that, I got 4 children. But avatars of sin, of an idea, gluttony. Perhaps that he's on his way of already being greed. What's better than 1 avatar? 7.
So, are you trying to create these 7 to fight the apocalypse that's oncoming?
Yes, and there, you don't see the strings. My children were originally following my own order. Yes, and you see him, and he stops and turns over to you, Ren.
I am so sorry to interrupt. I just, does Dorinda know this? That her path is to be an avatar of sins, not like a goddess or anything.
It's been discussed.
Ah, okay.
As you know, our poor Dorinda cannot talk.
Yes.
But we have had many conversations within this realm, this void.
Oh. Okay.
The stopping of killing of clerics was an influence of me.
Oh.
Her test
Oh.
of wrath. First we purge once what was not originated. And we convert. Death is a final option.
Yes.
Slowly goes back over. But think back. What do you know? What do you remember? The four of you.
Sorry, y'all. We 75 episodes in.
I know. That's what I'm trying. I was like, Lord. I'm like, what do we remember from when?
Lore. Let's go.
Lore, baby. I hope you were taking notes, honey.
I mean, I am, but let's
Thokk, go
back to the
ahead,
very
and
beginning.
I'm gonna throw you a bone, Thokk. And I'm going to allow you to roll a perception check. Alder, you as well. I'm gonna get up, but I can hear you. I just want to check on the dogs.
Okay, not bad.
Oh,
Okay. What'd you guys get?
19.
25.
Okay. Both of you study Lucifer as he's walking, talking. And both of you are continuously drawn back to those wings. They are very distinct. And with your higher rolls, you can recognize that the wings are familiar. And as the realization slowly starts to come over, you see a small smirk as he goes, "What do you know?"
See, I just
Thokk.
figured I'm gonna be wrong.
Thokk, what are you thinking? Well, no, because I switched notebooks during this campaign. That's how long we've been doing this.
Well, the first thing that came in literally in my notebook is about Zunu. And wasn't Zunu a serpent?
Sunu is a serpent.
And isn't
This
that
was
what
before
Lucifer's-
Zunu.
The
No.
Zunu doesn't have wings.
Oh, okay. This is before Zunu?
Before Zunu. Look at Nikki. She's like,
Fuck!
hard times, baby.
I know. Yeah, you guys are struggling.
Don't get me
I'm
wrong,
so
I have
sorry.
Wizard Steve's like ID number written in everything.
Well, you need
but I
that. That's important. Hi, welcome to Devil Wizard Steve's. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be the worst.
don't-
Please
Stop that
no.
wrong. Please don't do it.
And he goes, Thokk, Alder, what do you have in your pockets?
I know.
Say it.
If you know it.
What do you know, Alder?
The drawings.
Very good. And
The
where
one
did
of
the
the
drawings
children?
come from?
The children that we rescued.
From
I don't remember
Oh.
the name of the city, but
From the city or from the bitch?
and who is the bitch?
She was an incubus named. Fuck my life.
What did she have?
She
Gotta use these context clues, man. I'm spoon feeding it.
No,
I know you are. Like I
But
said,
I'm
I
like-
switched notebooks in the middle of this, so I'm
Okay.
trying to like find.
Oh my god.
It's been a while since I've made them squirm.
Yeah.
It's been a few.
No, it's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot
She
moment.
had Manu's body.
Let me make you more comfortable. Maybe jog your memory.
I know who it is.
The void pushes, and instead of this dark void that you're in, give me 1 second. The music starts to slowly play in your ears as you're back to a very rich, dark temple with an altar at the front. As you see Lucifer, and he sits at the altar. And as you kind of look behind you, you see Alder, Thokks, Dremel, and Donner coming into this red temple. As he goes, "Oh, I love plays, don't you?" As he kind of moves, and from the top of the temple comes this pink tiefling with these jet black onyx wings that are sprouting from her back as she slowly drifts down onto the floor of the temple. Now, when you communicate and when you talk, it's almost like garbles and mumbles, like you're underwater. And he goes, as he tucks his own wings back, and he goes, "Are we starting to get a clearer picture here?"
My memory sucks.
I'm just in Alda's head. He's just remembering the wife we brought back, that we got back from there, who her wife
Rosalie?
Rosalie felt that she wasn't the same and felt unnerved by her.
Oh.
If you remember correctly, Rosalie, upon your rescue, began understanding Infernal,
No, I remember that.
despite not knowing the language prior.
So,
Now, the gears may be turning, and you may be thinking, "Oh, this was me," but no. I cannot cross this threshold. I watch. And this is the point of the direction. This sets you on your current path. This moment here.
So us stopping the killing of children here is what started everything?
Could stop a lot of things without killing.
but you could start off
As time starts to slowly kind of like move at maybe like double speed. And eventually it gets to that point where it's you and Manu's body and her, and eventually as she crumbles and dies and the gaping maw of the underworld opens, the whole time everything has been garbled, but one thing comes in clear as she starts screaming and bellowing, and she keeps saying over and over, "Mother, it hurts. It hurts," as she is dragged down.
I do remember that. So who was she?
Who is she? Because once you are killed, cast back down to hell, you're demoted, maybe even put into a block of ice. So, Now that we know what caused the apocalypse, how about we work together to stop it? Because it's not just your plane. They are taking the material plane, the upper plane of where your gods reside, and also the low. And they won't stop until everything is gone.
What is your plan? Because I think I'm more receptive to it right now than Thok might be.
I'm
And
listening.
looks over at you, Ren. And what say you?
To be fair, we just met her.
No,
Yes.
but I've been following
Yes.
closely.
I'm trying to piece together how your plans with Dorinda and the avatars of sin play into this apocalypse. Which DM, do I know
Yep.
about the apocalypse or?
They briefly mentioned it last session that they were trying to stop it. However,
Okay.
It was quick.
the
It was a quick
apocalypse is
aside.
very new. You know that the main capital city about 3 months ago was just flattened and destroyed.
Okay.
Like
but
it's,
that doesn't.
it's still smoldering. That's
Yeah.
about
But that. Okay. Okay.
the most extreme.
Is it are you trying to create avatars to stop the apocalypse? Is this a part of your plan? What happened to this woman? Her body just sunk into the earth. I don't understand. Everything's moving so quickly. Who? And she'll turn to Thok and Alder. Is Manu here as well?
Yes,
Okay. so
he's
she'll
just
turn to-
very. He's been very quiet.
Yeah, she'll just turn to all three of them and just be like, "Who are you? What are you even? What is this?"
Yes. What is this?
We're Vengeance Vanguard, and apparently it's still the start of the apocalypse. Whew.
Oh, I just got this job. I am very new to all of this, so this is a lot. This is a lot to take in right now. You are Lucifer, and you're standing right in front of me. I can't believe this right now.
You're doing great.
I don't know if I should say thank you. I don't know. Thank you. I have nothing that I think I can contribute to this right now. I am a coffin maker at best, and very sneaky with a lot of questions, probably very annoying at worst. So, I don't know why I'm here.
Well, I think your help would be definitely needed. Otherwise, you're gonna be overwhelmed with your job. Making coffins for everyone, gods and infernal alike.
Oh, at least I'll have. Okay, no, you're right. Okay, well, my thought is we should probably stop the apocalypse. You know, that sounds like a really good place to go. And if I'm being honest, I already work for Dorinda, and I would venture to say that her interests aren't always in alignment with what everyone perceives as good. So I am in for whatever you need me for.
And I'm just gonna look and be like, "You are absolutely adorable."
Oh, thank you. I'm very nervous.
So,
Never would have guessed.
Lucifer, Lou, however, whatever you prefer to be called. You said to help stop this, you need 7 avatars of sin.
Yes, and unfortunately, Thok, Morning Light, your blood is tainted.
I wasn't offering, but thank you.
Oh,
Obviously, Ab City is one. How many others do you currently have?
we have Greed. Currently working on Wrath. Why, do you see someone who would suit one?
No, I'm just curious what you have to gain.
What do I gain?
Yeah.
My happy family back.
So there is no other motive for having 7 avatars? Like,
Would you like there to
I
be?
don't know, your freedom, like, you don't get out of here if you have all sins out? Like,
Thok. The current people trying to stop the apocalypse and destroy everything that he's built over all of time are currently destroying all of the homes of everything that he's worked on. That's what he has to gain by creating something to combat that, to stop that from happening. Unless I'm misinterpreting everything that you've said so far.
no, I'm saying, like, yeah, like, I understand that, but how do I not know that there could also be an underlying motive of maybe having 7 avatars is the key to finally releasing him from this place?
Fuck. May I be brutally honest?
When are you not?
Well, he also said, don't lie to a liar, so we already know he's a liar, so take him at face value.
He's got a point.
In everything you do, every choice and decision you make, there is always an ulterior motive.
He's got a point.
I'm gonna whisper to Thok and be like, I'm pretty sure that's also part of the plot.
Well, I guess there could only be one problem at hand, right? I guess stop Ragnarok, and if this is a way for you to get out, bring you back here. We'll worry about Ragnarok first.
Well, I mean, I think we might be able to stop Ragnarok without enacting his plan as well. I don't think two things are universally exclusive. Unless you think different, Lubega.
Using humor. Cute
If I don't-
defense mechanism.
If I don't use humor, I'll die.
I know. I've kept an eye on all of you very closely.
What would be the harm of him of you, Lucifer, being released? I mean,
Well, Thok will be able to answer that better than I can because I don't know much about all of this stuff.
Well, I guess if Ragnarok happens, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so you were saying you have Wrath almost coming along. I'm assuming that is Queen of Bones over here?
Yes.
Dorinda.
Dorinda.
She'd be a very powerful ally. Fuck.
She seemed quite nice, though.
Very
She
nice.
didn't-
She's very reserved.
All right.
Now, I do freely offer to both you, Alder and Ren, an opportunity if you would like to take it. Temporary, of course. I would like to have more permanent fixtures, but can't have that when the apocalypse is ringing over our heads.
What is the offer?
Well, there are 5 left.
Just know that this decision will change your life. Forever.
Aren't all decisions, even the smallest ones, like saving children in a temple. Think about it. And you see him and he gets up. And mull it over. Discuss. as he slowly starts to become translucent and dissipate. As the three of you are left in this echoey kind of hole of a memory.
Well,
Yeah. We all
Jinx.
friendly.
Well,
that took a
No.
turn.
and now we know it's all our fault. So that's great. Feel
Yeah.
less time, but- Yeah, not your fault, our fault.
Who would have thought saving a town full of children would have started the end of the world?
Yeah, go ahead and riddle me confused on that one.
Sent you to say that it was a balanced all things, so maybe plays into that. Wow.
I don't. Yeah, sure, yeah. Well, I guess we have our marching orders, but now we need to, I guess, tell your current boss, old Bone Queen over here,
Oh,
try and dig up less graves. Try and keep Luca and Wargle out of the graves, and maybe try and kidnap a little bit less clerics
yes. Perhaps.
as we
perhaps,
go out.
Right. Sorry.
Because, I mean, there's nothing, at this point, there's nothing for us to do here. There's nothing for us to stop. There's nothing for us to fight. I don't,
No.
I'm not on this, Thok, full transparency. I'm not considering it. I'm not on the side of him. But,
I wasn't
But-
expecting you to.
yeah, but I think he is, I understand what he's saying as far as his sons versus what's going on right now, and essentially he might be able to at least give us intel to stop whatever the fuck we're doing right now, because I think essentially what he was implying, and the god in the sky can stop me if I'm wrong, that's you, DM. What he's implying is the succubus we killed was one of his own. In the process of killing one of his own, it set all of these other events free as an opening for whoever is trying to do all of this now. So that's the way that my brain's perceiving it. I could be wrong about that, but essentially, when one goes, another will rise, and that other that will rise is more malicious in intent.
When you say one of his own, what do you mean? Like,
Well, it seemed as though especially since he alluded to the whole you get demoted and casked in ice and everything, was kind of just looking at his own history, and he was kind of, to me, he was kind of projecting the similarities of what we did to that succubus, incubus, whatever it was, succubus, I believe, or incubus. What we did to that is similar to what happened to him from his experiences, which makes me think that it was one of his children or one of his disciples heavily, or I don't know. I don't know what all this shit means.
no, I think you're on the right path. I think because I'm starting to remember. She was a prince, wasn't she? One of the lords of the Nine Hells.
Oh my.
I'm going to
Wasn't
have
she?
to find my old notebook.
That's what I'm like. I am envisioning and I'm remembering, and she wasn't just a succubus. She was like if I'm not mistaken, again, I think she was the lord of one of the layers of the nine hells.
As you guys are discussing, the images of the sides of the void are starting to come kind of back, and things are melting back into the throne room of Dorinda. As she's sitting on the throne, and she sees the four of you slowly appear.
Oh boy. Okay. Your queen, my queen. Sorry. We just. And she's actually going to rethink, like hop towards Dorinda, and whisper to Dorinda.
I will say,
kind of-
actually, as you start hopping over, she actually gets up from the throne.
Oh.
And she slowly starts walking towards you and gets onto your level and kind of kneels down, and she puts her hands out
Okay.
as you're
Ren
panicking.
will. Yeah, and Ren will. Oh, thank you. Yes, and she'll
And she
take
gently
her hand.
holds your hands, and she puts the crown of her head onto the top of your head.
Okay.
As she
yes, and then
slowly just
Ren-
kind of rubs the backs of your hands.
And I recognize this, like, this gesture, this motion, right?
Yes.
Okay. So just kind of like calms, stills herself, finds like some semblance of peace in the moment, and then she will articulate what just sort of transpired a bit. Particularly, she'll just say, I did not know that there was going to be an apocalypse. Maybe if you intend on hiring more people, you put that in the interview process. I think it might help to weed out some of the can do's and the can't do's. I am a can do. I promise you. Wrath, huh? That's exciting.
As you're speaking, Dorinda does something she's never, in your presence, done before. She smiles. And it's not like a creepy, like, ha ha. It is a genuine, like, smile. And Luca goes, Mama didn't know about the apocalypse. Mama was just told to do those things, but... And Luca kind of looks over at Dorinda and goes, Mama says, point her to who she has to kill.
Nobody yet. We'll get there. But I think what Ren is trying to say is your boss just promoted her.
Wait. No, and she's going to slip her hands out of Dorinda's, and she's going to like, no, that's, okay, wait, Alder, wait, no, no, wait a minute, Lucifer did offer,
No, not that, I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you're going to be coming with us, you're going to be traveling with us to try and figure out what's going on, right? I mean, you don't have to come.
She's gonna look back at Dorinda. There's so much more than I was expecting here. I don't have to go anywhere. Honestly, the Avatar Wrath sounds like a fantastic title, and I would love to be able to help you in this process. Through the duration of the process, I suppose. But Lucifer did mention that perhaps there needs to be more avatars, and I could be of help to that as well. But only it's not to you entirely because I'm happy where I am. Promise.
And Luca looks at her and she nods, and Luca says, Mama says she loves you and that she's going to be behind whatever you pick. Mama says that she would love to keep you here and keep you safe. But Mama also knows that when babies have to leave and go on their own adventures. So Mama says it's up to you.
Oh. And she'll look over to Luca. Are the twins here as well, or no? They're not.
Yeah, I'll say the twins eventually kind of like wandered in, and they're just kind of flies on the wall listening to everything.
Yeah. She'll kind of like have this passing glance at Luca, and then at the twins, and Wargle. I'm assuming is also in the space somewhere.
Yeah, he's just like in the corner, like chin on his forearms.
Oh dear. This is so much. Perhaps he gave us something to consider, and perhaps I could take a bit of a trip with them, with these two individuals. I can act as the ambassador between this new marriage relationship between you two, perhaps. And then when I've come to a decision on what I want to do next, I can make my way back or continue on, perhaps.
And Luca says, Mama says we'll be here. You always have a home here.
Oh, I don't know if owls can cry, right? But Ren,
you're humanoid. You're humanoid.
They have tear ducts. Their eyes are wet.
Right. The dark void of her eyes, it begins to like well slightly, and she says, I don't know what my place is yet. Outside of knowing that I am and will always perceive you all as family. And if this doesn't work out, and we can't stop the apocalypse, or I don't want to become an avatar, or any number of things, I will be back. But perhaps until then, I can just aid them a bit.
She smiles again.
I mean, as long as it's okay with you, Thokk, and Alder, I don't, and Manu.
He'll be in and out, but you're welcome to be with us, of course.
Oh yeah, I agree.
All right. Well then, yes, I would be, and she wipes her eyes. I would be honored. I'd be honored to join your adventure group on stopping Ragnarok, or just getting as far as I feel comfortable.
Well, if it's any consolation, like that could be as far as when Ragnarok begins. So.
Oh dear, yes.
But
it
could also, with your aid, prevent it from happening.
Yes, perhaps. I certainly found you all for a reason, so.
If it's
Okay.
any consolation, it helps not to think big picture right yet. Just start with one goal at a time.
Sure, that's gonna be easy for me. Mm-hmm.
You'd be surprised. It gets easier than one would expect.
Right.
We apologize in advance for being weird.
Oh, I live with undead children, and
Oh, well.
don't worry about me, honestly. And she looks over to Luca and the twins. I'm sorry. I know that I don't mean to be insensitive. I just
Oh no, we've been them for a while.
right.
It's old news.
Right. Okay.
Well then, on our way out, before I give you a moment to go ahead and say your goodbyes, because I think it's only fair that Thok and I give you your space to do that. I just want to say, Wargle, Luca, try and dig up a little bit less graves, because you're bringing attention to. You're gonna. It seems like a bad thing, so.
And Luca kind of looks at Wargle and goes, "That's Mama's decision. That's not me. I don't want to play in the graveyard. I want to play with my train."
Mama, try and maybe a little bit more discreet.
You see an eyebrow go up.
We're
She
working
said
for the
maybe.
same boss technically right now, I guess, because we're all in cahoots. I'm confused as ever, but. it was
Oh,
a
I have
pleasure meeting you.
cahoots. I have cahoots and ladders. Hold on.
No, it's. I was like,
Cahoots and ladders.
it was a pleasure meeting all of you. I'm sure this will not be the last time, for better or worse. But take care, and then we'll give Ren her moment to say goodbyes.
You don't have to role play a whole thing out if you don't
yeah.
want to. You could just say.
No,
what-
she'll just promise to keep in contact as best she can figure out with
Yeah.
and she just to be clear, she did give all the information, or she will now if need be give all the information
Yeah.
regarding what she learned about the apocalypse, just so that Dorinda is now in the know. But she'll hug the children so tightly she will very apprehensively pat Wargle on the snoot if they allow for it.
He offers the snoot.
Oh, she pat. And then for Dorinda, she will just she will go in for a hug of some kind and hope that
her arms are open.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She
So
embraces you.
Ren embraces her, and you you realize like as she's like walking out, like the feather trail that Thok and Alder found, and the feather trail that like she's leaving behind is all from her feet, which is why you can hear her like stepping. Usually it's like covered in feathers, and she's quiet, but she's like really nervous, and so that's where all of her shedding's coming from, and she's just leaving a trail of black feathers as she like, walks out.
Exciting. As you're walking out, you hear Luca go, he goes, "We could get a mailbox."
What's a mailbox?
So we can get letters. You know what a mailbox is in this universe. What's a mailbox? You mean a parchment box?
Hey, it could be a carrier that delivers to the front door. So.
You mean a homing pigeon box?
Oh well, I guess Ren will gather her things from whatever space she was sleeping in, whatever she can like carry for like what she believes is adventuring, because she's actually never adventured before. So she's like, I'm gonna bring my notebook, I'm gonna bring my running shoes, and I'm gonna bring my workout clothes just in case. And she like walks out.
5 packs of underwear in case I shit myself on the first day.
Oh, I already have
lots
one.
of band-aids.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then she.
Oh, go ahead.
That's it.
So part of the reason why I wanted her to say her goodbyes is I knew it was probably going to take 10 or 15 minutes. So so that way Thok and I could get out in front of the cave and just kind of talk on the outside, hit our, necklaces to alert the others and be like, guys, shit is getting real. We need to convene back on the island as soon as possible. And just I just wanted to talk to Thok on the side and just be like, I'm not going to do it, right?
Hey, look, the decision is yours. You obviously, being in this journey with me, are aware of how crucial being an avatar is. And the responsibilities / power that holds, we only have one on our side, buddy. That's... I always say his name wrong. Furier?
Fear.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fear.
You could call him Dirt. I know who you mean.
Thank you, because it's just so much easier calling him Dirt. I feel so bad.
I can't call him that because I don't know
He's
him.
a man.
He's
No longer
he's a,
boy.
he's a man. I'm still gonna call him Dirt. But essentially, once he falls, hopefully it doesn't happen. Isn't that another catalyst to this?
So are you saying I should do it? Oh
No, I'm saying again, the decision is entirely yours. It's
Oh no, I know
whatever-
that, but it almost sounds like you're trying to talk me into it. Might not be a bad idea, and that's confusing me. But because that's a plot twist for what I know you as.
No. But at least we can start thinking of. I hate saying that. We can start thinking of potential candidates to help Lucifer find more avatars.
I don't think that's necessarily what's going to have to happen. I just think we need to try and get the help that we can from him, and we'll be able to do the rest to stop it. I don't think we need to get him his 7, of which he's already got 2 of, and 2 offers pending. But I will say I've always been a no gods, no masters kind of person.
No,
So-
fair enough. I've served under 2. I understand the struggles that comes behind serving
And-
them.
Apparently, sometimes the breakup's rough, and look at what we're dealing with right now. So again, as of right now, Alder, no gods, no masters.
Respect.
So we will. But yeah, don't hear anything back from them. So I'm like, again, guys, not joking, serious. We got to talk soon. And I don't know what they're going through, obviously, but we also have someone else who's joining us. You'll meet her soon. She's a lot. She's a lot in a small package.
The only thing you get back very quickly is Loki very hurriedly going, "Yeah, no, that's great, man. We might got you beat." As you hear shit is just happening behind him.
We make up in the butt?
We may have you beat.
We might have you beat.
Okay.
Is there remind me, they're in Asgard, right?
No.
No.
No,
Oh.
they're dealing with one of the other. Hold on, that I know I have notes for in this notebook. They are in the fishing colony.
Dealing with the undead? No, we're dealing with the undead.
Murlocs.
They're dealing with all of the business going dry, the Umberlock, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, and then there was the farm town that's already been taken care of. So.
Farmtown wasn't taking care of the
Oh, it was
mountain.
it was the 4th one, the mountain that was taken care of.
So, Liam, remind me, did I see the 7 clerics of the Raven Queen that Rufio was saying had gone missing?
You saw cages.
At least one
Nice.
arm.
And I saw a symbol of Raven Queen. But I
Correct.
didn't see whether or not they were alive or dead.
Correct.
Fuck me sideways. Alright. Well, Flock is going to be torn for a hot second, but we'll deal with that.
And Red is gonna come out. She's bopping along, and she has like a whole bunch of shit in her backpack that's like 3 times bigger than she is.
Right before she gets to me, I'm going to look at Alder and be like, if you ever need me to step away because of the whole Mana situation, let me know.
Well, yeah, at this point, I don't.
I mean, I'm right here. I've been filled in.
Yeah, no, you've heard everything at this point. Realistically,
I feel like we
unless
have a leg up now. Like, I feel like they should go. Like, we have our own like 4 thing,
True.
right? Let's
Yeah,
just
but-
start a rumor about them.
Do we still hear each other in our heads?
Yes,
All right.
I can hear you in my head.
Well, I'm speaking out loud right now, so I figured that you can hear
No,
me
he
right
says
now.
that in your head. He
Oh,
responds in your
okay.
head.
Well, that answers that question.
Are you guys telepathic?
So
again?
stupid. Oh, Thok, I did want to bring something up because I've been thinking about it for a while. It's been it's been hours. Like, you see the suns starting to, there are two suns here, by the way, Ren.
Thank you.
You start seeing the suns come up. Just because it's really funny to me and I really can't wait to see the backlash. I cannot wait for Tibrit and Sue and all of them, because essentially we just ditched them. Yep, there's a stupid look. There's a stupid look. They were putting the horses away.
Oh, shit.
As he slowly starts walking towards the town, he goes, "Oh my god, I can't wait." I bet Sue's gonna be like, "I can't believe you left me here again." No, I've been working on it. I've been working on it. As you guys start,
Technically been one night, so.
yeah, they were tying up the horses at 3 p.m. It is now like 6 a.m. in the morning.
You guys went to sleep.
Yeah,
Woke
you guys
up.
went as you guys are going towards the sunset. That's where we'll end the session.
Oh my.
Oh. My
I thought
God.
about that last session. I'm like, they totally forgot about them. This is fucking great. Me and
Yep.
Pat talked about it. Pat was like, "Yeah, I thought they were gonna ask about them," and I'm like, "Nah, they didn't." It's great.
We did not.
Joshy
I'm
Poshy.
literally-
What's up? I caught
I'm
the
literally
end.
writing down, we forgot about Sue.
I am so excited to listen to the rest of this.
Oh goodness.
I started seeing
Did
this
you
stuff-
hear about your buddy?
Yeah, I saw this stuff going on in Discord. I'm like, wait, is he back?
I know him.
He's back.
Well,
And then I caught the last like 5 minutes here, so
I don't know. You'll probably, if you go back,
They can
and
fill
watch
you
it,
in when we're off. We're off.
You'll probably catch my face
stream.
because I'm like, I caught on
yeah.
very, very early on, and I was like, fuck me, fuck.
I'm excited because Justin had told me, because I'd asked what certain characters were doing, and he didn't. He said he had plans. So to see the plans finally showing up is
You're
very
telling
exciting.
me, dude. It's
I
been
know.
years.
Yeah. I didn't have a big beard at that point.
Oh,
That's a
Nikki,
long
Me
in
either.
case you didn't know,
Me either.
Josh
Yeah.
played App City.
Are we still on stream?
Yes, we are
Oh,
still on
yeah.
stream.
Do you want to read names in the chat and then they can break the
Freedom is
session the fuck down
App
for you?
Yes. Let me all right, big old thank you to JVelez1199, Lara Craft, No More Socks, Shawarma Chameleon, and Sony PlayStations. Thank you very much. We
Oh,
love you.
wow.
Whole
It's a
Sony
big get.
PlayStation
Sony
here?
PlayStations?
I know, the entire company.
And Laura Croft is in the Tomb Raider?
Oh. We have royalty.
Wait,
She has
App City
travel.
or
hopped
City?
in. That was fun.
All right. Well, good night everyone. We will see you in the future. And so long.
And again, congrats to Pat and Shannon. Woo!
We love you, Carter.
Carter.
Like we're Rudy chanting. We're gonna put her on our shoulders.
Yeah. I think we can lift her.
Chalupa Batman. Nah, she's a heavy kid.
Oh no.